Hi everyone. In this video, I will show you how to set up and use Cargo Network Pro from scratch. Right now you are looking at completed demo scene. In this scene, cities, mines, factories, railways, sea roads and air roads are all working together. Each node has its own storage, requests and production rules. Transport vehicles automatically collect cargo, move it across the network, and deliver it based on those needs. The goal is not simply make the train move between 2 points. The goal is create a living cargo network. One location may request wood. Once the wood arrives, production begins, and another location may then request the finished product. Now, let's leave the finished demo scene behind and start from scratch. I'm currently in an empty terrain scene. First, I will open the cargo network window from here. This window is main control panel of the asset. We will use it to place nodes, create routes, build railways, create sea and air routes, and add world UI elements. First, I'm going to place a few nodes in the scene. A node can represent a city, factory, mine, port, or any other location in your cargo network. For example, we have already prepared nodes for harbor, mine, forester factory, city, and airport. These prefabs already include the cargo node component in the required connection points. This means the system already knows where routes should enter and exit when we connect the nodes. Each cargo node has three main systems. First one is storage. This determines which cargo types are currently stored in the node and how many units are available. The second one is request system. For example, a city may request wood during its first development stage, like here. The third one is the production. For example, a factory can begin production tools or furniture after receiving the required input materials. This allows you to configure every node based on the needs of your own game. You can create a simple mining location or build much more advanced multi-stage city development systems or anything. So, let's inspect Cargon. There is a display name, kind, storage, its capacity, and also you can predetermine which items it's already have. And the operation mode, which I mentioned before, can be production and storage or storage only, like airports and harbors are storage only. They're not producing anything. We have some debug settings and starting footprint area, and this can be expanded by stages. Initial request, like after 20 wood, the city becomes a small town, and not actually. Its opens is um, way to becoming a small town. I mean, after 20 wood, we are enabled to complete requests from small town to unlock production. Let's make some examples. So I'm gonna put some forester mine factory. I'm gonna set their position to exactly multiples of 4 because my rails are 4 units. If you use 1 unit rails, you can place anywhere you want your node prefabs. Um, I'm gonna do it them like this. And maybe let's put them over there. Yeah, we have 3 nodes. So Forester is going to be produce some wood for us. That's starting productions without stage or anything. It will start producing wood. You can add some stage to them. Maybe they can produce some planks after getting some tools or anything. But I will keep it simple for showcase. So this iron ore also starting as a starting protection, it will generate iron ores from start. And our factory has initial request for 20 iron ore. And after this completed, we will enable to small factory, and small factory has 20 woods. Will start to product some tools. There is an also empty events. You can put any actions or anything to trigger here. For example, for initial request completed, maybe you can pop up some fireworks. On stage completed, you can expand and add some random buildings prefabs here. Anything you want to trigger, you can use these events. So let's go to cargo network window and railroad cargo route. I'm gonna select these 3 nodes and it will detect day. Now we can create a route from selected nodes. You can check it here. Yep, we have a triangle route. It's also a loop route. You can change it to not loop, but our train is going to be loop here. So I'm gonna changing this to cargo route A. Also, there is a different bunch of options. By inspecting the cargo route, you can select cargo to load and unload. So by default, train will be unload any cargo wanted by this node. It will not unload unwanted things when they stop there. Also, let's for the forester, let's pick the wood and let's say it's going to be 25 25 to max amount, and we can select this cargo's prefabs. Like for wood, I'm gonna put this. There's nothing to unload here because it doesn't want anything. So for the mine, let's use this, and let's say ore by 25, nothing to unload. And for the factory, uh, after producing tools, you don't have to select them, but let's make it for some demonstrations. And cargo to unload, we will unload woods, and you can change the percentage of the unload amount. That's because, let's say we have a city here, it's going to be need wood also. So train not unload all of its woods to factory. It will unload the 50% of it to factory and remaining to the city. Okay. Let's create a race. So by selecting this road, I'm gonna click to build smart rails. This is going to be messed up. It's because we didn't set the connection points correctly. You don't have to make it every time. We can change the prefabs to not set them again and again, but I will show you if you have any distortion like this. I will show you how to fix it. Now let's say end point here and the start point here. So from end to other station start. So this will be start, and we have to change the z-axis like this. They will should look outside of the station. So this will be end, and for the factory, this is going to be start, from end to start, and this is going to be end, and also we should change its rotation. Let's try it again. Yes, the railroad shaped correctly. Now we need a train, right? So here is our train A. It has cargo transport agent. For ships and airplanes, it's also the same. We're gonna assign it a route. So there's a bunch of options like movement and rotation speed. Let's make its capacity 100. Load per amount cargo going to be 25. And also there is some visual mode options like trail behind, attached route. If you select attached route, you can select a route transform. Like let's say we are gonna have a truck, or we are gonna have a ship, and the cargo visuals is going to be spawn on the ship exactly, or none maybe for the airplanes. So this will be trail behind. And also there is a spacing option for prefab you are gonna use. Maybe they will longer or shorter from these, so you can change the spacing. With these prefabs, tree spacing is good. Also, there is a transport event logs here. We're gonna follow them from console, so I'm not closing it. And finally, we can have some visual UIs. Like for nodes, we have World UI, Node World UI. I'm gonna edit all of them. It shows um, request, storage, and production. And also for train, we have transport UI. It shows what um, what is carrying. Now let's hit the play. So there is 25 ore carried to the factory, and it requests 20 wood for producing tools. We have the wood now, and it's also gonna take additional ores. And request completed. Now we don't have second stage. There is no remaining request, but factory start to producing tools. Now we are gonna add another stage, another station for our tools to use. So I'm gonna clear the rails, and we have a city here. The positions are multiples of 4. And let's check its connection points. This one is wrong. I'm gonna rotate it. And let this is end, and this is going to be start, and this is going to be end. And now we are gonna change our cargo route. So the fourth one is going to be city. You saw it's updated. And we are gonna load some furniture from here. Now let's say not. Just I'm gonna change the factory unload option. I'm not gonna unload all the wood. I'm just gonna unload 50% of it. So the remaining wood is going to be go to city. Okay. And let's add UI to on it. And check the city. Yes, if it has 20 wood, stage is available. And after get 20 tools, it will start production of the furnitures. Mhm. Let's try. And we didn't generate the railways. So, with the wood and tools, city started to produce furnitures. Now, let's import these furnitures with harbor. So, this is harbor A. And sorry, this is harbor B. And now there is a road between harbors. And if we add a ship, and call it cargo route B, and non-visual mode. So our ship is going to harbor A to harbor B, but it carries nothing. So for the harbor, we are gonna create a second railroad, which it will take furnitures from city and it's going to bring it to harbor. So from here, maybe we can create another factory from it will takes furniture from it and maybe takes some tools from another factory to generate advanced furniture, and we are gonna ship those advanced furniture by airplane to maybe first our first starting point. So let's make it quickly. I'm gonna speed up these settings because they're almost same things. All right, now we have completed our production chain. I'm gonna explain it quickly. For the first area, our train collects wood and ore, carries it through the factory, and factory create tools. Our city using tools and woods to create furniture. This train B collects furniture from city and carries it to harbor. This ship carries this furniture to another harbor. And here, this paint factory and the harbor merge their products into advanced furniture city. And this is great advanced furniture. This train carries it to the airport. And finally, airport carries these furnitures to our starting point, advanced furniture. So now our city started to produce furniture. Now this train carries it to harbor. Now I figured out our ship doesn't have transport UI. So now we can see it's carrying our furniture to the harbor B. Yes. And this train will be bring these furnitures to here. It's not unload, it's paint because this city doesn't need paint right now. It's only need furniture to unlock production. And after this unlock production, it put their paint to here. Now they're producing advanced furniture. Now this is the advanced furniture. Goes to the airport and hopefully this plane carry our advanced furniture to the our final point airport. So we can connect this airport to the factory and we can make another stage. Let's say there will be a second stage for the factory and it will need a advanced furniture, and maybe with those they can produce another thing. So yeah, we have advanced furniture at our airport B. In this video, we created a complete cargo network from scratch using Cargo Network Pro. We placed node prefabs, configured storage, request and production, create a route, automatically built the railway, added transport agent, and used world UI elements to make the entire system easier to understand. The purpose of this asset is provide a ready to use economy and logistics frameworks for your game. You can expand the system by creating your own cities, factories, ports, airports, anything. If there are any features, improvements, or systems you would like to see, write them in the comments. I will review your suggestions and try to include the most useful ones in the future updates.